strikes. Simple man ang batas, pero maraming buhay ngayon ang naliligtas tuwing may bagyo o kalamidad. We leave behind laws that have not only responded to unprecedented times, but also paved the way to a more resilient and robust future. The amendments to the 86-year-old Public Service Act allowed more players to invest in sectors like telecommunications and transportation while still safeguarding national security and interests. New internet service providers like SpaceX are now making inroads in the Philippines because of the Public Service Act. Ngayon, pwede na magkaroon ng mga hearing ang mga nasa tawi-tawi at ang ating mga Supreme Court justices ay sila mismo dumidinig dahil nga dito sa mga serbisyo ng mga telecommunications. The Konektadong Pinoy Act will supplement this in bridging the digital divide. I'm also honored to be part of paving the way for projects like the NAIA Rehabilitation, the New Manila International Airport, and the Bulacan Eco Zone, where progress isn't just a buzzword, but a reality that is already on its way. We've also made inroads in making the country a more walkable and bikeable place, thanks to the provisions we introduced in the Bayanihan laws, which we sustained in subsequent budgets. With measures like the Financial Institutions Strategic Transfer Act and the amendments to the Anti-Money Laundering Act, we made sure that our financial system is in check. Kahit papano nabubuko yung mga nagtatago ng pera katulad nung sa POGO hearings. Kailangan lang natin i-fund pa sila ng mas mabuti para lumawak ang kanilang supervision. Laws like the Anti-Financial Account Scamming Act, AFASA, and the SIM Registration Act now act as our shields against scammers. Nitong nakaraang taon lang, may 3.6 billion spam messages at 3.3 million na SIMs na ginagamit sa krimen at napa-decommission natin sa mga telcos. Sa ngalan naman ng serbisyo publiko, humigit kumulang 143 franchises ang ating naaprubahan simula 2016 mula major broadcast companies tulad ng GMA, TV5, Manila Broadcasting Company at Signal TV. Sayang, hindi umabot ng ABS-CBN. Religious broadcasters gaya ng Iglesia ni Cristo at CBCP, tatlong major telco players na Smart, Globe at Dito, water providers na Maynilad at Manila Water, power distributors tulad ng More Power at Negros Electric, pati na ang mga airlines gaya ng Skyjet at Air Philippines. Iba-ibang sektor para akong nangolekta ng diploma ng engineering sa kuryente at tubig, masters in ICT, pilot license, pati divinity. Para maiwasan ang buong araw ng pila sa mga transport offices, we also push for the creation and upgrade of 65 LTO offices, 3 LTFRB, and 3 Marina offices nationwide since 2016 para hindi na masyadong malayo ang biyahe ng ating mga kababayan para lamang kumuha ng lisensya at iba pang mga permits. Maliit na bagay pero malaking ginhawa para sa nagre-renew ng lisensya at nagre-rehistro ng kanilang mga sasakyan. We also tackled red tape with longer passport and driver's license validity. Since its implementation, our passports are now valid for 10 years, while more than 10 million individuals have benefited from extended validity of driver's licenses. 10 years din. Ang buhay ngayon ng Pilipino, hindi na puro pila, puro biyahe. I won't bore you with a long list. After all, 12 years is a long time, and I've given you a long list already. The Senate President so generously gave me this time to say my goodbyes. But in that time, I'm proud to have worked on thousands of measures, survived endless hours of hearings, and collaborated with so many brilliant experts who made the journey worthwhile. The laws I mentioned earlier are just a small sample of what we accomplished together. So instead of a laundry list, let me just say it's been quite a ride. There are a few measures in the pipeline bills we're hoping to pass in the 19th Congress, like the Revised Animal Welfare Act. But I leave that to all of you because I know a lot of you are animal lovers. Having had the privilege and occasional headache of chairing committees from finance, economic affairs to public services, banks, public information, and public order, I've learned that keeping your cool is just as vital as keeping your facts straight, especially during marathon hearings that last so long, our Mondays turn into Tuesdays and so on. My sincerest thanks to all the resource persons who braved the hot seat, survived the grilling, and somehow managed to keep us awake, maging ito man ay gulat o galit or galit. To all government agencies who I have called upon during my hearings who are now marked safe. As I exit the Senate, I leave with no regrets. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of my colleagues, especially the able sponsors of the law I've mentioned, Senators Mark Villar, Senator Risa, several bills, in fact, and that are laws, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Amy Marcos, Senator Alan Cayetano. Our hardworking Senate staff and Secretariat, Committee Secretariat, and the Filipino people who never failed to remind me sometimes loudly on social media of what truly matters. Thank you for keeping me honest, keeping me humble, and keeping me on my toes and sometimes awake at night. To my fellow senators from past and present and those incoming as well, the Senate is a chamber where only the prepared, not necessarily the popular, endure. I have it in your hands and your conscience. Every moment in these halls has been a teachable moment, and I can only hope that I have returned the same to each of you. Please permit me a final roll call. To my fellow graduating senators, my classmate since 2013, Senator Nancy Binay, Coco Pimentel, and also Senator Francis Tolentino, Bong Revilla, and also another classmate since 2013, Senator Villar. Congratulations. After years of debates, interpellations, and endless sessions, we can finally rest, or at least pretend we will. Alam ko si Nancy hindi, kasi babalik sa Makati. You've left your mark on this chamber and on me. To Senator Nancy, whose family history with mine is colorful, but whose friendship has never been black or white. Your sharp wit and radiant smile will surely brighten Makati City Hall. Senator Nancy, even if she's seemingly quiet, has the most insightful grasp of issues and has all the inside information. To the minority leader par excellence, Senator Coco Pimentel, who gave me the book that I will always cherish on 2004. Magkasama tayo since 2004. Insistent, unyielding, a true son of his father. My dad really admired your father, who valued being right over being popular. Thank you, sir. To majority leader whose legal mind defended our seas with unwavering resolve, Senator Tol, I pray for your return. Senator Bong Revilla danced into the hearts of many and repaid that trust with meaningful bills in his third term, including bills for teachers and allowances for teachers, and always has a kind heart, who always helps those who are struggling in their campaign. I know you helped me in 2013. Thank you, Sen Bong. We await your return in the Senate. To the Villars, Mama Bear Cynthia, who has shown quiet bear Mark the ropes. Mark's defense of the Maharlika bill was strong, and we look forward to Senator Camille's arrival. Thank you, Senator Cynthia, for helping us pass in the Senate the Animal Welfare Bill. Thank you. Actually, talagang malaking tulong ito at pinagbigyan talaga ako ni Senator Cynthia. Sabi ko, last minute request. And dahil sanay na kahit hindi pa napapasa ang Animal Welfare Bill sa House, nalagyan na niya ng funding sa susunod na bill. ng livestock. Pero merong animal welfare category doon. Senator Mark, thank you also for your kindness always. To Senator, now Secretary Sani Angara, even if you're not exactly here in the chamber now, thank you for leading us as your steadfast chairperson of the Finance Committee, proving you can handle big numbers and bigger challenges. Now, as DepEd Secretary, we're counting on you to balance the classroom chaos with the same steady hand. And to the senators who will continue serving in the 20th Congress, congratulations. You get to work nonstop all over again. But seriously, your dedication has been the backbone of this Senate. And I am excited to see you carry the torch forward. Thank you, Senator Win, for ably steering hearings and personally attending TWGs. Ikaw ang pinakamasipag na staff ng Senado. We might as well rename the committee Waste and Win. Talagang laging handa, may notebook palagi. Thank you, Senator Joel, for your energizing brews, your jokes, your stories, and for standing with me when it truly counted. I am relieved that you are still here to champion important causes that are dear to my heart, like the welfare of our PUV drivers. For I know that someone as passionate and dedicated as you will continue to fight for always upholding the interest of the Senate as an institution. To the formidable Cayetano duo, Alan and Pia, few Senate twosomes are as formidable as you. Your incisive interpellations taught me much, and I hope I return the favor. But seriously, Senator Pia, you really read all the bills through, even the adoption bill, which you refined. Thank you so much also for being a true advocate for health. For Senator Alan Cayetano, who I fondly sometimes call unicorn because there are sightings of him, but when he comes here, huh? Oh, there you go. I rest my case. But who always comes out when we need him and will always give valuable insights and interesting viewpoints in a debate. The new, ano nga yung ating bagong term ngayon, yung kay Bato? Bagong term, Batorni de la Rosa. So, unicorny. But really, Senators Alan and Pia, both brilliant lawyers that have really steered the Senate in very productive discussions. Thank you very much. To our three Mindanao champions, Bato, Bong, and Robin, thank you for fiercely advocating for Mindanao's people and their concerns. Senator Bong, ang malasakit centers mo, marami talaga ang hindi nakakalimot na niyan. Senator Robin, alam namin, hindi ka palang senador, marami ka nang natutulungan at patuloy ang iyong pagtulong at hindi mo rin nakakalimutan ang mga kapatid mo sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino. Hindi man palaging nagkakatugma ang ating pananaw, pero alam nila, pinaglalaban mo sa iyong pananaw ang tama para sa ating mga kasama sa industriya. Senator Bato de la Rosa, isa sa pinaka matapang na alam ko talagang ipaglalaban kung anong kanyang paniniwala. Kasama ko sa lounge, pinakamasayang kasama sa lounge. At alam kong hindi natatakot, hindi nagtatago dahil laging handa naman siya at pag merong hamon sa kanya, cool pa rin. At yung mga batas niya na ipinaglalaban ay talagang para din sa kapakanan ng ating military, ng ating mga kapulisan. Maraming salamat. To the two sons of Joseph of San Juan, let me finally settle this. Jinggoy is ERAP classic, macho, champion of the masa, brusco. JV is ERAP plus sleek, sharp, yet still fueled by his father's warmth. A true kapatid. Pareho ka kayong kapatid, pero si JV, hindi nakakalimot sa kanyang inaanak tuwing Pasko. At saka syempre si JV, classmate ng asawa ko. Pero ikaw naman, hindi ka nakakalimot na pakainin ako. Palagi mo akong pinapadala ng pagkain. Maraming salamat. So, to Senator Lito, who was here when I arrived in 2013. Who was here earlier, I can attest to that, and remains our steadfast pinuno today. Your pulse on the masses has softened and strengthened our legislation. To the ever-gracious Lauren Legarda, who is like fine wine, not just in looks, but in timeless causes. Hindi pa uso noon ang climate change at pinagtatawanan siya. Talagang desidido siyang ipaglaban ito. At ngayon, yan na ang isa sa pinaka-importante nating issue. Pati kultura. True senators like Lauren fight long battles, not just viral trends. To our super ate Amy Marcos, who stood as a lone voice against the tide, proving that critic is a form of love. Thank you also, Senator, for your bills passing for the indigent senior citizens, and many other bills that you championed that I filed. Thank you very much for your hard work, your witty quips, and your fashion sense that you give us ideas. Senator Raffy Tulfo, our man of action, no problem too small, no agency too big. The two Tulfos will be a force to reckon with. To Senator Risa, thank you for fearlessly probing the darkest corners of government. Your investigations are nothing short of popcorn-worthy, destined for the big screen. But seriously, I admire your courage. Thank you. To the esteemed Senate presidents throughout my years here, Senate President Franklin Drilon, Coco Pimentel, Tito Soto, Mig Zubiri, and Cheese Escudero. Each of you has uniquely steered this chamber with steadfast leadership. Tito Frank, you were the best constitutional and parliamentary mentor that I could ever wish for. Tito Sen, you're the great fiscalizer that any Congress would be lucky to have. Senator Migs, the chairman emeritus of CHARM. Your charm and diplomacy continue to bridge divides. And I wish that when you take a break from the Senate, you would be the wisest choice for the Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Thank you for giving me my most enjoyable time in the Senate as friends. Thank you. Senate President Cheese, I've called him many names, often behind his back. But more importantly, even if he's younger than me, he's my kuya, my confidant, a call a friend for over a decade. He stood by my father when no one else did, and by me when few believed. For everything, maraming salamat. Pero marami rin mga problema. Bagamat hindi mo ko iniiwan, hindi tayo nag-iiwanan, and that friendship has surpassed, has actually gone beyond politics. Thank you. It's really nice to see you up there. Very formal, sometimes too strict. We're not too happy about that, but masyadong micromanager, but I know that we want everything in order. Now to my special mentions. Also, of course, I mentioned already Senator Coco as a Senate President also. Now to my special mentions who also graced these halls and made my life as a senator more colorful. To former Senator Ralph Recto, the Senate's sharpest interpellator who could turn any question into another question until it turns into a full-on grilling session. You prove that being right beats being popular, though I suspect you secretly enjoyed both. To former Senator Sonny Trillanes, whose fearless stand for good governance reminded us that sometimes standing alone is not just brave but downright heroic. Thanks for showing us that being the lone wolf can actually get things done. To returning Senator Bam Aquino, still fighting for educational reforms, thank you for helping me by sponsoring the National Feeding Program. I am ecstatic for your return, and I know that your return will truly be a benefit for the Senate and for the Filipino people. To returning Senator Ping Lacson, whose dedication to justice and security is as unwavering as his famous poker face. With you around, we know the fight for a safer Philippines is in good hands. And to former Senator Serge Osmeña, you are the steady hand, seasoned wisdom, and policy mentor during my early days here. Please know that your guidance helped me find my own voice and shape my view on governance, and for that I am grateful. Also to my seatmate, Senator Manny Pacquiao, I had the privilege of working with Senator Enrile, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, Senator Laila De Lima, Senator Dick Gordon. Okay. If I've forgotten, I'm sure this will be on the record anyway. And last but not the least, to my family. Neil, for 33 years, thank you, napagtiyagaan mo ko. Especially na pinasok ko ang mundo ng politika, hindi ka sanay dyan, hindi ka sang-ayon masyado, pero ngayon, I think that I don't think I would be able to meet all the challenges without you being such a supportive and patient husband. Brian, I can say that as your mom, I think I learned about politics more from you than you have from me. Thank you for being my #1 campaign coordinator from 2013, and then later on, my researcher, my consultant, and then my chief of staff. Now, can you believe this? You're actually going to be in Congress. So congratulations. To my 2 daughters, Hannah and Nika, who is so far removed from politics, but who have also followed me to the best of their, well, as much as they could. I remember when you used to say, Bam is a guy? Well, they really didn't know much about politics then, but now they really listen to all the issues. Thank you also for supporting Mama and for being patient. I know, Nika, while you were growing up, I didn't have that much time with you because I was already working, but you've grown up to be a fine woman. And Hannah, thank you for working very hard at your job. Uwi na ako para sa pinakamahal kong papel, ang maging ina at asawa. Sa mga Pilipino, maraming salamat po sa inyong tiwala. Salamat sa pagkakataong makapaglingkod, hindi lang bilang inyong senador, kundi bilang inyong anak, ina, kapatid, at kaibigan. You gave a foundling her name, her mission, and her home. In return, I gave you my whole heart. It has been the greatest honor of my life. Salamat, Pong Nazareno. Maaring bumagsak na ang tabing sa yugtong ito, ngunit ang kwento ko ay patuloy na isinusulat para sa mga pangako ko sa aking ama, kay FPJ, kay Susan, at sa milyong-milyong Pilipinong nagtiwala at naniwala sa akin. Bukas pa rin ang ating pahina. Baka naman may plot twist. Abangan ang susunod na kabanata, sabi nga ni FPJ, hindi pa tapos ang laban. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll indulge me one last time with a very short audiovisual presentation. Thank you, my dear colleague.
Gustong maging senador.
Para makatulong maibsan ang kahirapan.
Paano mo gagawin yan?
Ipaglalaban ko na may sapat na pagkain ng mga bata.
Anak, pag nagawa mo yan, matutupad na rin ang pangarap ng tatay mo.
Pati rin po sa inyo.
Promise yan, ha?
Promise po.
Pagbutihan mo.
Ang susunod na kandidato ay Tatak FPJ.
Kahit bagito sa politika, nanguna siya sa 2013 senatorial election.
Hinihiling ko po ang inyong patuloy na panalangin para naman maisulong natin ang programang makakatulong sa pinakamahihirap nating kababayan.
Hindi lang basta nakapila ng hanggang 40 minuto, nakipagkwentuhan pa sa ibang sakay ng MRT kanina si Senador Grace Poe.
Ang pagkakaroon ng publiko ng access o pagkuha ng impormasyon ay nakakatulong para paigtingin ang pananagutan at responsibilidad ng pamahalaan tungo sa pagtugon ng pangangailangan ng mga mamamayan.
Government should not be in the business of making money. It should be in the business of service.
Ang ating mga anak sa public school ay meron na makukunan ng pagkain. Ito po ang ating investment for the future.
Sobra po laki ng first 1,000 days sa pamamagitan po ng mga gamot pong binibigay at mga prenatal check-up o wala pong bayad.
Lahat po tayo tatanda. Ito ay kabayaran din sa pag-aaruga at pag-alaga na binigay sa atin ng ating mga magulang, lolo at lola.
Magiging paligsahan ang pagbibigay ng dekalidad na serbisyo at produkto sa pinakamababang presyo para sa mga Pilipino. Inaasahan natin ito na ang magwawakas sa take it or leave it attitude ng mga nagpapakasasang monopoliya nitong nakaraang siklo. We passed this to incentivize to cut red tape, but in return for the privilege, they need to be qualified, they need to follow the law so that they will get the full privilege and advantage that this law will bestow upon them.
Pinadali natin ang pag-aampon para mas maraming bata ang magkaroon ng pagkakataon. Our journey has clearly shown that just as it takes a village to raise a child, it also takes a village to produce a law that we can all be proud of.
Hindi ako perpekto, pero sa halos 12 taon ko sa Senado, talagang ginawa ko ang aking makakaya para ipagpatuloy ang magandang pangalan ni FPJ.
Sasarap sa pagtitinginan natin. Sana'y di na magwakas itong awit ng pag-ibig.
Awit natin ay wag na wag makalimutan. Pangako ko na lagi kang pakikinggan. Magpakailanman isasayaw ko. Awitin mo at isasayaw ko.
Ang serbisyo ko sa inyo ay walang katapusan!
Maraming salamat po. Isa pa palang colleague na kasama natin, presidente na kasi, kaya hindi ko na nabanggit. President Bongbong Marcos na nakasama natin as a colleague here. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Paul. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we consider proposed Senate Resolution number 1378.
Any objection? Hearing none, Secretary is directed to comply.
Resolution commending the Honorable Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. for his dedicated service and invaluable contributions to the Senate and the Filipino people during his term as Senator.
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we adopt proposed Senate Resolution number 1378.
Any objection? Hearing none, Resolution number 1378 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we recognize ang Senador Pogi ng ating Senado, Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr.
My good friend, Senator Bong Revilla is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Mga kababayan, mga kasama kong lingkod bayan, mga kapwa ko senador, isang taus-pusong pagbati sa inyong lahat. Mahirap sundan si Senator Grace at si Senator Cynthia. Sa aking pagtindig sa bulwagang ito, sa huling pagkakataon para sa ika-19 ng Kongreso, hindi ko po mapigilang sariwain ang mga nakalipas na taon. I stand here today not only with pride worn on my sleeve for the triumphs that we have all collectively achieved, but also with a sense of heaviness. Isang bigat na hindi dulot ng pagkalungkot, but of the weight of all the memories we have weaved together, of all the lessons learned, of the privilege of public service, of gratitude for the mandate entrusted to us, and of a love for this country. After over 2,000 bills and resolutions authored and 347 of them enacted into law, here I am in front of you today with no regrets, and only an even deeper yearning to continue what we have started and to bring to life the future that we are determined to build for our people. Bawat tasa ng kape, bawat pahina ng mga briefers, bawat tao na nakadaupang palad natin seems only yesterday. Ang mga pinagsamahan natin, all of them still fresh in my memory. Pero ngayon ay mga alaala na ng kahapon. Lahat nga daw ng pagpalaot ay may pagdaong muli sa dalampasigan. Sa kabila nito, isa ang malinaw. Ang puso natin ay mananatiling nakaangkla sa serbisyo publiko. 3 dekada na ang nakaraan nang unang sumagot ako sa tawag ng paglilingkod bayan. I was only 28 when I was elected Vice Governor and 37 when I joined the Senate. I was the greenhorn. Napakapalad ko pong nakasama at natuto mula kina tulad nila Senator Joker Arroyo, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, Senator Nene, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, at siyempre, kayong lahat na mga kasama ko ditong mga napakagaling na mga senador. At siyempre, ang ating mga mahuhusay na Senate Presidents like Senator Drilon, Villar, Enrile, Soto, Subiri, and SP Escudero. Mga leader na may natatanging tatak at talino sa panindigan. Sa kanilang pamumuno, higit nating naitaguyod ang dangal ng Senado na ipagpatuloy ang ating paglilingkod sa sambayan ng Pilipino na may tapang at prinsipyo. At sa 30 taon na lumipas, taas noo kong masasabi na hinubog tayo ng karanasan, na pinanday ng lahat ng mga leksyon sa buhay, honed and shaped into the public servant I am today. Ito ay sa kabila ng lahat ng mga dagok at pagsubok na waring malakas na alon na humampas sa aking paglalakbay. The truth is, there was a time I doubted ever coming back. Sapagkat hindi naman po kaila sa lahat ang aking kwento kung paano pinutikan ang aking reputasyon at pagkatao na matagal kong iningatan. The journey back here was not easy. Nagbalik ako sa Senado, hindi lamang ng may karanasan, kung hindi may mga pilat ng nakaraan. Ngunit gaya ng kawayang sumasabay ng imbay ng hangin at marunong yumuko, muli tayong tumayo, hindi lamang para sa ating sarili, kung hindi para sa lahat ng mga Pilipinong naniwala sa ating ipinaglalaban. Sila na hindi bumitaw, sila na lumamlam ng pagmamahal sa atin. For them whose faith is in us, never wavered. From them who know, appreciate, and trust our brand of service, one that is not driven by perfection, but by perseverance. Kaya naman sinuklian natin ang mga tiwalang pinagkaloob sa atin. Long hours spent in deliberation, all the times we burn the midnight oil to craft legislation that is not only beneficial, but genuinely impactful and echoing with the purposeful meaning. Puso, luha, dugo ang naging punla ng mga pangarap natin para sa ating mga kababayan. Unti-unti nating pinagtulungang tuparin. With one hand on my chest, I can confidently say that we gave them nothing less than our all. Hindi para sa papuri o pagkilala, ngunit bilang pagtupad sa sagradong tungkulin ng ating sinumpaan sa ngalan ng serbisyo publiko. Hindi man laging laman ng mga pahayagan, hindi man laging nabibigyang espasyo sa primetime, saksi ng mga pahina ng kasaysayan kung paanong tinaguyod at ipinaglaban natin lalo na ang mga kababayan nating hikahos sa buhay. I am proud to have served this institution for 3 terms. 3 terms where I learned from the best and most brilliant minds. 3 termino kung saan binigyan ako ng pagkakataon na humabi ng mas matibay na koneksyon sa ating mga kababayan. And in this 19th Congress, like all the ones before it, we passed laws that will outlive us. Our legislative accomplishments that have become landmark laws on social justice, education, health, economic recovery, the welfare of our workers, and the marginalized. Mga batas na hindi lamang may silbi kung hindi dama ng ating mga kababayan. Dahil sa huli, hindi lamang ang mga mabulaklak na salita na umalingaw-ngaw sa bawat sulok ng institusyong ito ang mahalaga, kung hindi ang tunay na epekto nito sa pagtaas ng antas ng pamumuhay ng bawat Pilipino. How these laws have brought them a step closer to the fulfillment of their dreams and aspirations. This is our legacy more powerful than the portrait spread across our halls. And while we have every reason to hold our heads high for all we have achieved thus far, we are even more grounded and humbled by the realization of our mission is far from over. It is true that there is still much to be done, but I look at it more than just a challenge, but as a fountain of strength from which we will draw our purpose even more. As I flip to the next page of this story called life, it is only proper to not only look back, but give thanks. To my colleagues, we were thrust into a period in our history where we were tested by one global crisis after the other, and all of epic proportions. Hindi naging madali ang laban, taya ang buhay. Pero nanatili tayong tapat sa ating mga sinumpaang tungkulin at tapat sa bayan. For the battles we fought together and from across the aisle during debates and interpellations, thank you, mga kapatid. To the Senate Secretariat, na mga dalaga at binata lamang noon, ngayon ay kasabay ng pagputi ng inyong buhok. At pagkabihasa na sa paghubog ng mga batas, ay saludo po ako sa inyo. Thank you. Sa mga pages sa Senate at Senate media, mga kasapi dito natin sa mga usaa, mga nasa lounge, sa lahat ng ating mga nakasama dito, maraming salamat po. At syempre to our hardworking staff, maraming salamat sa pakikipaglaban sa likuran namin. The world may not know, but the work you do waters the seeds of our vision. Sa aking may bahay, Mama, sa aking mahal na pamilya, sa inyo ko hinuhugot ang aking lakas. Thank you for the steadfast support and enduring love. What I gave the country, you gave up for me. Higit sa lahat ng Pilipino na nagbigay sa kanila, ng kanilang tiwala, sa kabila ng pangahamak sa mga artistang tulad ko, nanatili kayong mulat sa katotohanan ang puso ni Bong Revilla noong pa man ay laging para sa ating mga kababayan. Utang ko ang lahat ng aking nakarmit, ang aking lahat ng narating, kundi dahil sa inyo. Kayo ang kaluluwa ng bawat titik at letra ng mga batas na inukit sa kasaysayan sa ngalan ng inyong kapakanan. It is my hope that you have felt me as your senator. Hindi lamang salita, kung hindi sa action. It pains me to have faced defeat in the elections, not for the loss of title or position, but for the missed opportunity to continue the honor and privilege of being the voice of our people in this chamber. Pero hindi naman po ako nangangamba dahil nandito lahat ang mga magigiting at mahuhusay nating senador na tulad nating mapagmahal sa bayan. And while I will never regret fighting the good fight for our people, the only sorrow that lingers in my spirit is in this: the dreams left deferred, as well as the reforms we were still so ready to pursue and fight for. Pero sa nakatakdang panahon, alam natin na ang panghihinayang na ito ay mapapalitan ng kalinawan, na ang mga tanong ay matutumbasan din ng kasagutan. And by God's grace, in His perfect time, ang paglalagom ng yugtong ito ay magbubunsod ng pagbabaling ng bagong pahina. Isang pahina na hindi basta isinulat, kundi iginuhit ng pag-asa. Itinala ng pangarap at ibinangon ng tapang at prinsipyo para sa sambayan ng Pilipino na sinumpaan kong ipaglalaban, hindi lamang sa buhay na ito, kundi sa bawat buhay ng ipinagkaloob ng may kapal. Hindi ito wakas kung hindi panibagong yugto na saan man dalhin ng agos ng buhay, may posisyon man o wala, lagi akong titindig para sa bansa at taong bayan. Isa ang tiyak niyong maasahan, si Bong Revilla, kung gaano ang sigasig sa loob ng bulwagang ito, gayon din bilang pribadong mamamayan. Today, maybe goodbye for some, while for others, it may be a transition. Ngunit, para po sa akin, ito ay isang kabanata lamang na lalagpasan at hindi tatambayan. And as I walk away from this podium, one final time this evening, I do so not with finality, but with renewed and strengthened resolve. Dahil ang tunay na paglilingkod ay hindi napapatid sa pagwawakas ng termino. Ito ay habang buhay na panata. For this love I have for the country and our people has never been seasonal. Dahil ang pagmamahal sa bayan ay hindi parang termino na may expiration, kung hindi parang posisyon na inireretiro. After all, public service is not attached to a position. It is a commitment, and it is calling that I will always willingly and wholeheartedly answer. Malaging maninindigan sa tama, bitbit ang dangal ng bayan, at pusong alay sa sambayanan. Muli, maraming salamat po, at lagi niyong tatandaan, nandito lang si Bong Revilla. Thank you very much.
Session is suspended.